Whoa, hey guys. Today we are going to be talking about making the choice to either start a YouTube channel or start creating video content. I know, I understand how you feel. I remember when I did my first video. I always talk about this. I actually just deleted that video from the internet, and that was years ago. I'm talking about actually over a decade ago. And I always think about, what if I had just let that video live? When you're making the decision to start creating video content, and I'm speaking about a serious decision, you definitely start thinking about things in a different way. Now, you can choose the easy route and just decide, well, you know what? I'm going to start creating videos, and however it goes is however it goes. So whether I stick to it or just stop and never do it again, it really doesn't matter. Or you think about it from the perspective of, I'm going to commit to doing this. I'm going to commit to growing online. I'm going to commit to sharing my thoughts and opinions online. I'm going to commit to being an expert in the online space. I'm going to commit to overflowing inboxes because everyone wants me to be a part of what they're doing because they realize that I'm serious about what I'm doing. I'm going to commit to getting on camera because every time I get on camera, I'm increasing my brand value. You got to start thinking in that way. So you can choose the other way, which I mentioned first, of, hey, if I start this thing and stop this thing, it's not that serious. Or you can choose to start controlling the narrative of your own brand. And I say that because the other day, I was looking for something. I can't remember what it was. And I Googled my own name and I realized that what showed up was my YouTube channel, my website, all of the things that I had intentionally put out there rather than just leaving it up to chance of, if someone Googled me, they would just find whatever is out there on the internet. I found interviews, I found sponsorships, I found partnerships, and it felt so good because I know that I built that. And so if you're a business owner, that's what people are going to find. They're going to find the narrative that you create or the narrative that you didn't create. So this is where I want to take the time to remind you that you are making a choice to be interested in video content and eventually start creating video content, hopefully sooner than later. And making that choice to start creating video content is what is going to make the future of your brand and business. So you are here because you already know the power of video content. And today I want to ask you a simple question. And I want you to think about this question. Is my choice to not create video content just yet, or my choice to not be consistent in creating video content, is it helping my business or actually hurting my business? And I want you to be really transparent here and tap into heart space and tell me, or even write down somewhere, what do you genuinely feel like? What do you feel coming up for you when I ask that question, right? So is it helping my business or is it hurting my business? So I want to stop you here for a minute. And after you write your answer down, or you share your answer, or you think about your answer within, I want to remind you of something. So when I first started creating video content, it was scary. I used to get sweaty palms. I was so afraid of going live. I was nervous about creating pre-recorded content because of what people would think, the reaction that I would get. And we're going to address that later on in the series. But listen, I had all those things just piling up. And I still pushed through because I knew the power of what it would do if I got on camera consistently. And I'm sharing this because the other day I was actually creating a workshop. And in creating that workshop, the last workshop, in that specific format that I've done, a training format, was a few years ago. So I would say probably 3 years ago. And I got to update my credentials. So, there's that slide where you share why you should learn from me, or why I feel like you should pay attention to what I'm teaching in this workshop. And the crazy part is just updating my credentials from then, which were already great, to now. It was absolutely mind blowing to see how much I've done. And I know that all of that was because I decided I was going to use video as a driving factor for my brand or for building my brand and business. And so I think about the people that say, XayLi, I want to be on TV someday, or XayLi, I want to impact thousands of people, or hundreds of thousands of people, or millions of people. Or I think about the people that say, XayLi, I want to be a speaker. I want to speak on different stages. I want to speak in different platforms. I want to do so much. I feel it inside. And I ask that question of, how are you showing other people that you deserve to be in those places and spaces? Are you getting on camera? How can I trust you to speak if I can't see that you can speak? If I can't see that you can deliver content in an appropriate way? If I can't see that you are an expert because I'm hearing what you're saying and I'm searching for you every day and other people are searching for you as well? I'll tell you something. Successful people want to be a part of something. So they want to believe in what you believe in. But if you're not showing how much you believe in or what you believe in, they don't want to be a part of that, right? Because they don't know what it is. It's not out there. So I want you to really just tap in and ask yourself, like, how am I holding myself back? What do I want? And how am I holding myself back from it intentionally? That's something that we genuinely need to think about, so that no matter how you feel about yourself, your appearance, and all of the things that you're thinking about when you think about getting on camera, there's something bigger than that you're working towards. And that thing can hold you accountable on your video journey. So today, I want you to think about your deepest goals, the things that are really driving you, that are way bigger than anything that anyone can say. And I promise you, even when we think about what people will say about us in the online space, if we get on camera, we think about the fact that they might think, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't look right. I'm not an expert inside, but nobody knows that. Everybody thinks I'm an expert, but I'm really not an expert. Because those are the things that hold us back from being on camera. Will people like me when I get on camera? Will people subscribe? Will people watch? Is what I'm sharing valuable? I know how all of that feels. But today I'm asking you to choose a space to grow in, to commit to the bigger picture and bigger vision. Really think about your goals and what you would like to accomplish. Do you want to be in the same place in the next 3 years? Do you want to be in the same place in the next 5 years? Those are the things that truly drive your decisions of if you're going to get on camera, and not only get on camera, but be consistent on camera as well. I want you to choose the opportunity to grow. I want you to start making decisions about your brand and business that actually reflect your bigger goals and not your insecurities. I always talk about operating in soul or in ego. And when I say in soul or in ego, when we think about soul, we think about love, we think about inspiring others, we think about the bigger vision that we have for ourselves, we think about impacting others, we think about serving and being of service. And when we think in ego, we think about what I'm thinking, what I would like, what I don't like, what I don't want, what I fear. So we can even think about soul and ego as in, am I thinking in love or am I thinking in fear? And I want you to make that choice today. Have I not been showing up on camera or not been consistent on camera because I'm thinking in love, the good of humanity, the good of people, the good of what you would like to put out there? Or am I thinking in fear of lack of resources, lack of equipment, lack of knowledge, lack of, believing in myself? What are you truly thinking about when it comes to your video content journey? I want you to answer that. And let me tell you, I will see you in the next video. You don't want to miss it. In the next video, we are talking about challenges that you might run into on your video content creation journey. All right, I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.